I'm pretty sure everyone is aware of what Super Smash Bros. Is. I mean, not just the game, but probably the developer as well, with the entire roster being said from about 2 years ago when the final character in the DLC was Sora from Kingdom Hearts. What surprised me is that there's some news for another Super Smash Bros. Game in the works, being said by Masahiro Sakurai. And when I got this news was when one of my classmates told me about the potentiality of another Super Smash Bros. Game, but it needs some time to be worked on, and if there's a way to figure it out for it to happen. Being said from the developer, Masahiro. When I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that was the first ever Smash Bros. Game I got. I mean, I played Super Smash Bros. Wii U on one of my classmates' Wii U that he brought in the after-school program back in middle school. And I know there's some other Smash Bros. Games like Super Smash Bros. 64, Melee, Brawl, Wii U, 3DS, and now Ultimate. I remember that there was some DLC characters that Dashi Games played and made a video about it, like the Bayonetta DLC, the Cloud DLC, and there was like a gang of people hoping that Masahiro Sakurai would add Sora from Kingdom Hearts to Smash Brothers. And once that happened, the whole internet blew up. I know that a lot of people like Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I'm not a fan of Kingdom Hearts. I just want to try out the game when it comes out. I mean, apparently it says 2024 when it comes out according to the Wikipedia. And yeah, when Sora got added to Super Smash Brothers, there was some gamers crying. They were jumping out of their seats. They were thanking Masahiro Sakurai. It was like a Christmas present that wasn't even a Christmas present, but it was like, I don't know, the most craziest moment in gaming history. Masahiro Sakurai released a YouTube video on team behind Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In this video, Sakurai states that he can't imagine that Super Smash Bros. Can continue without him. I feel that many agree. I'm hoping this means Sakurai will return one more time, but for now at least, I can't really imagine a Super Smash Bros. Title without me. Super Smash Bros. Future update. Creator Masahiro Sakurai shares insights on the next game post, retirement. Will we see Smash 6? Sakurai remains uncertain, but hints at possible collaboration with Nintendo. Masahiro Sakurai says it's fair to assume there will be another Super Smash Bros. And can't imagine it happening without him. Now here's my thing that kind of worries me when he says about another Super Smash Bros. Game, alright? There was some reports, not just reports, but there were articles and stories being said that Masahiro Sakurai had to get an IV bag next to him while developing Super Smash Bros. Because of how not physically well he was during the production of it. Even the team itself were convincing him to take a break, but he was so tempting and so motivated to finish this game that he forgot to take care of his health. And I do hope that he's like mentally and physically ready to continue this project if it does happen. Okay, I'm not sure if it is gonna happen, but there was just some hints, some teases, and some hopes that there's gonna be a Super Smash Bros. 6. But at the end of the day, we don't know if it is going to happen, but according to Masahiro Sakurai, there's a possibility. Masahiro Sakurai says next Smash Brothers will need some work to figure out. The series director has previously suggested he might not lead another game. Super Smash Bros. Director Masahiro Sakurai has discussed the future of Nintendo's fighting game series in a new video. Since completing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate extensive DLC run last year, Sakurai has been running his new YouTube channel in which he shares game design tips and claimed that he's semi-retired from game development. With the latest Smash Brothers having sold over 31 million units, the series is almost certainly set to continue, but Sakurai has previously said he's unsure if he'll work on another himself. In his latest YouTube video published on Friday, Sakurai, okay, further discussed the future of Smash Bros. In addition to the origin stories of Smash Bros. Brawl, the first entry in which he led development as an external freelancer outside of Nintendo. Sakurai reiterated previously statements that he does not believe the series continue without his input. Regardless, he said that it was, quote, safe to assume there would be another game and said Nintendo would need to, quote, figure out how to create it. Quote, for an ongoing game series, not using the original development studio and instead assembling a new team around a freelance director is an extremely rare occurrence, he said of Wii Smash Bros. Brawl. Quote, the question now is, what happens next time? I mean, whatever comes after Smash Bros. Ultimate. One option would be to separate the series from the original creator, but for now at least, I can't really imagine a Smash Bros. Title without me. He added, you might think that's a natural stance for someone in my role, but I say so speaking objectively. I feel the same way President Iwata did when we formed the team for Smash Bros. Brawl. At present, so we don't have someone who can simply take the reins. Smash Bros. Is a massive important title for Nintendo, so it's fair to assume there will be another one at some point, but it's going to take some work to figure out exactly how to make that happen. For my part, I like to keep working with Nintendo however I'm able. The Smash Bros. Director has discussed his punishing work-life balance many times in the past, including claims that he would use an IV drip and go to work like normal during the development of Ultimate to avoid taking time off. In 2020, the designer said in a column that he passed out during a trip to the gym because he was tired and dehydrated. During a 2019 interview interview with Nintendo Dream, Sakurai claimed that he had, however, taken some action to improve his working conditions during the development of Ultimate. Quote, I made some changes from what I used to do compared to now. For example, as a principal, I always left the office by 10 p.m. no matter what. Many companies are discouraging extreme overtime these days too, he said. And yeah, I do hope that he's both physically and mentally okay and physically and mentally prepared to do the next installment to the Smash Brothers franchise. All in all, I do hope that he's doing all right, like while he's doing the interview, and if he's ready to do this, okay? I mean, if there is going to be another Smash Brothers game, we don't know yet, but until then, that's all for now.